Hello, Stampin' Georgia here today, Georgia Jacquer, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm excited to share a fun idea with you today using designer paper because there's a wonderful designer paper sale going on right now. And I'm also going to share with you a tip for make a layer to use with your everyday label punch. I've used the Autumn Harvest product suite of supplies today with the Painted Autumn designer paper and the Painted Harvest stamp set. So come on, let's get started. So here's another look at those cards. I love the little acorns in there, and I hadn't used that yet, so it was very fun to use this in making this card. I've used Greetings out of the Rose Wonder, but this one itself is out of the Autumn Harvest stamp set. So you can get by with just using one stamp set on that. But of course, it's wonderful to have options and change up your sentiment because this is a card that could be used as a masculine birthday card. A lot of variety of ways to use it. So to start with, I start with your basic card base, A2 card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5, folded in half. And then I've cut my designer paper so that I can get more of them out of one sheet. It's 1.5 by 5.5, and the 1.5 then gives me 8 of them. Whoops, I picked a snail that was out. We'll take a new one. 8 of them out of one 5.5 by 12-inch strip. So really you can get 16 of them. And before I do that, I'm going to adhere. I just cut strips. It can be anywhere from 1/2 inch to whatever, and put your adhesive on your larger piece first. If you use grid paper, it helps you to get your things straight when you go to put on. So I can go ahead and adhere that next to the fold on my card. So after I have my paper layered, the next thing I want to do is to cut out my mat for my everyday label punch out. And so I've got one punched here. This is actually a label cut out with the lots of labels framelets. It's a great size and perfect for it, but sometimes you just want a quicker fix, and discovered through help of another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, Jan Victoria, that I could use my tag topper scallop punch. And so this is a 1 3/4 by 3-inch piece of cardstock. You're going to use your scallop tag topper punch, and you're going to use it upside down because you'll put it in, and you want it equal distance on either side of the paper in the punch. Punch it, get rid of the scrap, turn it around, and punch it again. And now while you have those holes in there, no big deal, because my everyday label punch will just cover those up. And so this makes it a much easier card because you've got less tools that you need to get out to make it. So the next step is to go ahead and stamp my sentiment. And I'm going to use the one out of the Painted Harvest stamp set. I like to use the stamping mat to get the best results, especially with photopolymer stamps, but I use them with all. Photopolymer's nice because you can see through. And now you'll see how easy that is to layer. And really, I'm almost done with my card. I love the little accent of using the acorn stamp, and so I would know where to put that. I put my label on my card, and then just take a pencil. And because I'm putting it along that bottom edge, I'm just going to sketch where that edge is with the pencil. I'm going to first do my leaf, and I want it coming off the corner, so I want the stem to be kind of behind, and then I'll come in with my little acorn. And I'm just using one color of ink, the Early Espresso. Let's see if I can match this looking up over my hand. Close enough. And simply add my sentiment with a couple of dimensionals. And that is how quick and easy this card is to make. And like I said, you can get 16 of these out of one piece of the acorn paper from the Painted Autumn Designer Series paper, which happens to be on sale this month. You'll want to check back on my blog and check out all the specials, because there's one that runs from October 1st through October 10th for World Card Making Day. There are several stamp sets that are on sale at 15% off, along with note cards and envelopes in both white and vanilla, and also Fast Fuse Snail. And then the Designer Series paper, there are, I think, about a dozen papers that you can get, buy 3 get 1 free, and this Painted Autumn paper is one of those. So thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you'll give this fun idea with the Everyday Label Punch a try.